It is said that if you want to win your day, you need to win your morning. Just last week, I met a friend of mine who's a successful business owner, and very successfully she manages her kids, the entire household, the kitchen, and so on. When we see a working mom or a working woman, we feel that she must be having all the other additional support to manage the house and the children. But here she was managing so many things all at once. That too beautiful, She has turned around 100-year-old food brand called Kali Godam, and she's also managing other aspects of the household so diligently. So I couldn't stop myself and ask her, Khushbu, how are you doing everything so perfectly? How are you a superwoman? To which she replied, Shagun, I have a morning routine that keeps me sane, going and balanced. So continuing with our conversation that day, Khushbu and I shared our respective morning routines, and we found that there were so many common activities that we both were doing. And that morning routine that we both have was really working for her and for me. And if it can work for both of us, then it can really work as a magic for you also. I have kept some very important activities for the first 1.5-2 hours of the morning. So इससे क्या होता है, mentally हमें ये लगता है कि we have already achieved so many things in the morning. In the book Make Your Bed, author William McRaven says that if we accomplish certain small tasks in the morning, then we get a feeling of accomplishment. हमें ये लगता है कि हम already बहुत कुछ achieve कर चुके हैं morning में. So it helps us prepare a rhythm to have a momentum being built in the morning itself. It sets a positive tone, giving you small but tangible victory in the morning itself, setting as a foundation for productivity and motivation throughout the day. So I have a list of tasks that I have to accomplish in the morning. So what works for me, I'm going to share with you. I take a paper in the beginning of the month. I write down all the activities that I have to do in each row, and I prepare columns, which is depicting 30 columns for 30 days of the month. And as and when I keep finishing those tasks in the morning, I start making small ticks under those boxes. In the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, जो कि एक बेस्ट सेलिंग बुक है, उसमें ऑथर कहते हैं कि अगर हम अपने परफॉर्मेंस को ट्रैक कर सकें, if we are able to track what we have done and what we have not done, and we can tangibly see that in a piece of paper or anywhere else, so that really helps us in making progress and moving towards our goals. And the morning routine that I'm going to share with you will not just work for a person like me who works from home, but for every person in this world who has to even reach their office or college by 8 a.m. Even for him or her, this morning routine will work. So सबसे important ये चीज समझना है कि to have a morning routine, you need to have certain block of time for the morning itself. Because if you feel that you can wake up at 8 a.m. and then get a morning routine because you feel that your 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. time is free, then also you will not be able to accomplish a morning routine properly. Because by 8 a.m., there is chatter all around. There are people coming to your house. There are people expecting, conversation starts happening. You will start getting phone calls and doorbells. So you need to have that block of time for your morning routine where you are uninterrupted, where there is silence all around, where most people are sleeping in the house. So the morning routine that I have devised, you have to wake up at 5 a.m. So you can do the morning routine from 5 to 6:45, 7. And then start getting ready for work or college or whatever, and then leave your home by 8 o'clock. So you can have breakfast between 7 and 8 and get ready by that time. But for waking up at 5 a.m., the most important thing to understand is कि आपको जल्दी सोना होगा. Because if you don't sleep early, then how will you wake up early? And I would say that not every person is a morning person. So waking up in the morning becomes very difficult for a lot of people. And I totally agree to it. But you don't have to work and push yourself to wake up in the morning. You have to push yourself to sleep early. And that's the trick over here. If you're sleeping early by 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. max, then easily your body is well rested till 5 a.m. in the morning, and you will start your morning routine fresh at 5 a.m. The biggest advantage of starting your day early is to get into a zone of productivity and move away from any chaos. The first is writing a gratitude journal for 10 minutes. The first thing that I do after I get fresh in the morning is writing down my gratitude journal. So these are all my previous year's journal. If you can take a look at this journal, it says 2015 will be the best year of my life, written by me. So this is the journal of 2015, which is 8 to 9 years from today. If you take a look inside, it has date. So every page where I have written the journal is having a date. See, this is a date. This is a date, May 16, 2015. If you take a look at this copy, it's 8 August 2023. Similarly, you can see 20th September 2023. So every page where I've written a gratitude note is having a date on it. The reason why I do this is because I can go back to my old journals and I can see on what date, what gratitude did I express. So it is a memory refresher. It tells me what happened on 15 September 2015 and what good things happened for which I express gratitude. It's like a memory rewind for me. Gratitude is a topic which so many people talk about and we have heard so many things about it. The first thing is that don't express gratitude in your mind, but instead start writing it down. When you're writing it down, it registers better in your mind and you're able to attract greater happiness. The more you're grateful for something, the more good things you can attract in your life. The second thing is be specific when you're expressing gratitude. This is a suggestion I give to a lot of people who ask me about gratitude. So don't just say thank you God for everything, thank you God for good air, thank you God for good water, clean water, or this house. Be very specific. For example, you can say, or you can write in a copy, like I said, express gratitude for something very specific. Thank you God that it started raining after I came home because I didn't have an umbrella. So इससे क्या होता है, सब छोटी छोटी चीज़ों पे नज़र जाती है जिनको हम नज़रअंदाज कर देते हैं, which we don't seem to give any importance or attention. But when you know back of your mind that you have to write your gratitude journal the next morning and you have to write those small things that happened good in your life, then you start noticing them throughout the day because you know you have to write it down. So what will you write if you don't notice? And your mind automatically starts noticing those small good things that have happened in your life. Once a research study was conducted by John Gottman and Robert Levinson, जिनके research ने ये prove किया था कि 5 positive thoughts हमें चाहिए अपने life में, अपने mind में, to counterbalance the effect of one negative thought. That means one negative thought that is coming into your mind, you need to create 5 positive thoughts to counterbalance that. So that means you have to write 5 positive thoughts or things that have happened in your life in your gratitude journals to counter that one negative thought. And maintaining a gratitude journal will help you create and express those 5 positive thoughts. The second thing that I do is practicing visualization just for 5 to 10 minutes. So visualization is something that has really helped me in overcoming a lot of mental blocks and obstacles in my life. I'll explain you how. And I have prepared a lot of videos on visualizations, and visualization as a tool has been talked about in various best-selling books. This is a very scientific way of achieving what you want in your life. So दो जगह पे मैंने visualization को बहुत ज़्यादा use किया है. एक तो I have a fear of water. So before every swimming class, I used to visualize myself at night before, day before in the morning, that I am able to swim much better than the previous day. I didn't visualize becoming a Olympic level swimmer. I visualized becoming better than the previous day. So पहले क्या था कि मैं एक breath कर पाती थी सिर्फ. तो मैंने visualize किया कि मैं length भी कर पा रही हूँ. फिर मैंने विजुअलाइज किया कि मैं 2 लेंथ एक बार में, एंड नाउ इट हैज़ इम्प्रूव्ड सो मच that my comfort level with water has really gone up, and I would credit visualization for that. When I was giving my TEDx talk last year in August in Delhi, तब मैंने visualization को use किया. So days before my TEDx talk, I started visualizing, giving the perfect speech where I'm not forgetting any line, when the audience is giving me the positive reaction, I'm getting applauses, people are coming and clicking pictures with me, I'm using the right body language, the tone of voice, no use of filler words, and so on. So for visualization really created confidence in my mind that if I can visualize it, then I can do it. अगर आप visualize कर सकते हैं तो आप उसको reality में भी अपनी life में लेके आ सकते हैं. So usually मैं visualize करती हूँ कि मेरे को बहुत सारे market research projects मिल रहे हैं, that my company strategy here is going, that I'm reaching out to a lot of people through my YouTube channel, and that my family members are happy, I'm living happily with them. These are the 3 prime areas where I'm visualizing these days. To practice visualization, close your eyes, sit in a quiet place where you won't be interrupted, where there is silence all around, and picture yourself living your dream life, be it in any aspect, and then start feeling the excitement and the gratitude as if you have already got it. So I start visualizing myself and I start becoming happy in that moment as if I've already become a good swimmer. As if my TEDx talk has happened, it has happened really well. Research says that through visualization, the neurons in our brain start changing, and that gives you the confidence to attain anything in your life. Next, I practice meditation for 20 minutes. I consider myself as a beginner in terms of meditation, so I use guided meditation because that really helps me to stay on, be in that zone of meditation. So I have 2 audios on my phone for 1 hour each, which I don't utilize because I do it for 20 minutes in a day. But in the morning, those 20 minutes, I just close my eyes, I focus on my breath, and if there is any distraction, I just bring back the attention back on my breath. That's it. It helps me really stay grounded. It helps me stay focused throughout the day. Meditation also helps me be in the present moment and remove stress from my life. These days, there are so many distractions from social media and others that we are never in the present. We are always thinking about others or social media or the notifications that are coming on our phone. The next I do is workout for 20 minutes. That includes stretching or maybe yoga or a brisk walk, because my house is very close to a park, so I can just wear shoes and go to the park, walk and come back. This really boosts my energy levels and improves my mood and mental clarity. The important thing is to get your body moving and getting your blood flowing. It releases endorphins, which are also the feel-good hormones. So in the morning itself, you already started feeling good about the entire day. And this morning workout doesn't have to be anything intense. You don't have to specifically hit the gym. You can just do a little bit of stretching for 5 to 10 minutes or go to your terrace and just come back to your house. That's all. That's all is needed to get your body moving. One thing that I really imbibe in my morning routine is reading for 20 minutes at least. I would credit all my success to reading in my life, because that is something that I have done over the past years since I was a child, and I've seen the effects of reading in improving my speaking skills, communication skills, and making me a better leader, making me a more confident person. And you don't necessarily have to start reading a self-help book in the morning. You can read anything that you like. It can be a book, an article, a poem, a magazine, anything. So reading is like a muscle to the brain. When you start reading in the morning, you're activating your brain. You're activating that muscle in your body, that organ that is helping you think, do critical thinking. So if you're going to work at 8 a.m., your brain is already functioning better than others' brains. So you already get an edge in the morning. You already get a competitive edge as compared to your peers. Reading can really expand your horizon, challenge your thinking, and you can start your day with a fresh perspective. One thing that I would really recommend, and I wanted to say this in the beginning only, but I didn't, because that is something that is really difficult. So I didn't wanted to start the video with something very difficult. The difficult part, something that everyone should do as part of their morning routine, but most people are not able to do that. Even I find it very difficult, is to not check your phone in the morning, at least for the first 2 hours, at least 1 hour, not to check your phone in the morning. Because checking your phone in the morning is like inviting 100 people in your room in the morning. So आपको अच्छा लगेगा अगर आपके रूम में 100 लोग enter कर रहे हैं सुबह सुबह? नहीं, you will not like it, right? You will feel bombarded, and that's how we feel when you're checking our phone in the morning. So refrain from checking your phone in the morning, because when you open your phone, it just becomes all about others. दूसरों के notifications, दूसरों के email, दूसरों के messages, they are looking for your yes, they are looking for your approval, they are looking for an answer. So it becomes about them. Your focus changes. Your complete focus changes in the morning itself, while your morning should be about your own self. So if you don't check your phone in the morning, you automatically start focusing on your own self. Because the rest of the day, you have to do that. You have to cater to others' requests. You have to take care of others' notifications on what they want and so on. But that 1 hour, you can at least just focus on your own self. So not checking your phone in the morning is extremely difficult. Trust me, I've gone through that. Many people who've tried have gone through that, but it is so worth it. So अभी तक हमने क्या cover किया कि we have to wake up at 5 a.m. For that, we have to sleep by 10 o'clock. Next, we saw that we don't have to check our phone first thing in the morning, and then start with gratitude, visualization, meditation, and a little bit of workout for 10-15 minutes. Next is bath before 9 a.m. And this is especially for people like me who are staying at home, stay-at-moms or work from home people who don't have to step out of their homes in the morning. So they are not compelled to take bath in the morning. अगर मैं first half of the day भी नहीं नहाऊँ तो उससे किसी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला, मुझे भी नहीं फर्क पड़ने वाला है. And for those people, I'm telling that it is so important for everyone, for people like me, to take bath before 9 a.m. because मैंने ये personal experience किया that if I'm not taking bath till 9 a.m. then I don't do it till 12 p.m. also. And that makes half of my day where I'm feeling very lazy, and I don't want to feel like that. So take a refreshing shower, preferably cold water, and that ways you will remove all the tiredness and invite all the freshness into your life. And then last thing that I do as part of my morning routine after I take bath is skincare. Something that we overlook so many times, especially because the weather is changing, it's becoming hot. Or in whatever season, whatever weather experiencing, skincare is really important. Use a gentle cleanser, cleanse your face, remove the impurities from your face and freshen it up. Use a hydrating moisturizer to hydrate your skin, and finally apply a sunscreen. You will see the difference. It's just 5 minutes of skincare, but you will feel so much better. So you see, altogether also these activities are not taking more than 1.5 2 hours. If you begin your day at 5 a.m. and freshen up by 5:10, start your morning routine by 5:10, you will end up your morning routine by 6:50, maximum 7 o'clock, and then start giving time to your family or children, start getting ready for work and hit the road maybe by 8:30 if you have to. It's not doing anything wrong to your existing morning routine. You just have to make time to wake up in the morning. You just have to prepare yourself mentally a night before that you have to wake up in the morning. And for that, you have to sleep early. Wrap whatever you have to do by 10 p.m. and go to sleep so your body is fresh and ready to wake up by 5 a.m. and you can start your morning routine by 5:10. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about the progress you make, the every small changes that you're making in your life. That is what success is all about, not what you do once a month. It's about those small things that you're doing every day that are piling up over time and having a compound effect to actually make you feel successful at the end of the month. And you don't have to start doing everything that I said all at once. Start with 1 or 2 activities that I have talked about and see how much it can resonate with you, how much it works out for you, what positive effects you're seeing after doing that. And then start increasing that morning routine one activity after another. And as you start becoming more comfortable, then you can start adding more activities. And if you're feeling overworked and overwhelmed, then that's just okay. It's fine to feel overwhelmed and overworked. Take it one day at a time. It's not important to chase perfection, but it's important to be at the right path in the right direction, making small measurable steps. And before you know it, you will have a lovely morning routine that you will start loving over time, because you'll start seeing the positive effects of that. Something that Khushbu and I have felt over time, and that has really worked for you. So whatever chaos, whatever anything wrong that happens with you throughout the day will work out for you in your favor, or you will not be as much affected from it because you have a solid morning routine. You are mentally preparing yourself for the day to move it in the right direction already much before people are even waking up. So I would recommend everyone having a solid morning routine so you don't get disturbed throughout the day, so you stay in the zone of happiness and productivity. I wish you all the best, and if you have something that resonated with you or if you want to share something in the comment section, please do let us know.